Hello everyone. We're going to wait a few minutes just to let people join. We're going to be starting very soon, in like 1 minute, when the time says 4:14, we will start. So, all right, it is 4:14, so I'm ready to begin. So let's start. Welcome to the fifth grade science live stream. Today's topic will be force, motion, and energy. Let's start with the first question from the STAR test. All right, so as always, let's highlight our key information. It's asking us a thin beam of light is shown in this picture. Okay, what does the picture demonstrate about the light? So, what is it demonstrating about the light? That's what we want to know. All right, so let's just check this picture out. Here's the light source, and then it's shining on this beaker type thing storing water. Let's go through the answer choices because for these types of questions, we use the process of elimination to find the best answer choice. All right, option A. Option A says the light and its reflections travel in straight lines. Let's look at the picture. As we can see here, the light is traveling in straight lines. Okay. All right. So that option A looks good. Let's check option B. The light cannot reflect from more than one surface. This is actually incorrect because as we can see, it is reflecting multiple times, and that is not what the picture here is demonstrating. Let's check option C. Option C says that Light that goes through water cannot travel in straight lines. As we talked about before, the light is actually traveling through straight lines. So let me mark that as incorrect. And then let me also mark B as incorrect. And option number D is saying light can travel in a circular path. Well, here it is not showing that light is traveling in a circular path, so that would also be incorrect, as light travels in a straight line. So that leaves us with option number A, and that is the correct answer for this problem. Alright, now on to the next problem. Alright, this is question number 11. When we approach problems like this, it looks like a lot. I know it can be a little tricky sometimes, but let's go through the question and highlight all the key information. A student conducts the investigation shown in the diagram. In this experiment, a paper cup hangs from a string. Okay, so it's saying a paper cup hangs from a string tied to a single uncooked spaghetti noodle. Alright, it's tied to a single uncooked spaghetti noodle. Alright, the student measures and records the mass of a penny. The student then adds pennies to the paper cup one at a time. Alright, and the question is asking, which question is the student most likely trying to answer with this investigation? Alright, so here's what we know. We know that we have a student who has set up an experiment, and we want to find what question is the student trying to answer by setting up this experiment, alright? So let's read these answer choices and see which question best fits. Answer choice A is saying, how many spaghetti noodles will it take to hold up the mass of the penny? Alright, will this work? Well, we only have one spaghetti noodle. And since the student isn't adding spaghetti noodles, he's not actually testing how many it would take to hold up the penny. So because of that, option A is incorrect. Alright? This is because they only have one single spaghetti noodle, as we highlighted here. Option B is saying, how much force will it take to break the spaghetti noodle? Well, we're not we are actually adding pennies to the cup, and then we're gonna keep on adding it until, of course, the spaghetti noodle would break. So, option B could be correct due to the fact that the pennies are the objects that are being added, and at a point, the spaghetti noodle would eventually break. So, option number B or option letter B could be a correct answer choice. Let's check option C. Option C is saying, how long should the string that holds the paper cup be in order to support the greatest mass of pennies? Again, we are not changing the length of the string here, so we're not actually going to be measuring that. And due to the reason that we're not measuring the string or changing the length of the string, option C could not be correct, so we're going to cross that out. Alright? And now let's check option D. How does the distance between the two chairs affect the amount of force it takes for the spaghetti noodle to break? We're not changing the distance between the chairs, so we can't be measuring, which distance is best fit, or is it better to have a greater distance or whatever. So we wouldn't choose answer choice D due to the fact that we're not measuring the distance between the two chairs. So we can cross answer choice D out, and we are left with option choice B. So we're going to circle that, and that is the correct answer to this problem. Let's move on to the next question. Alright. A student builds a circuit allowing the light bulbs to light, the buzzers to make a sound, and the motors to run. So they built a circuit here. Which two switches can be open and still allow all of the parts to work? Alright? Oh, sorry. Alright, so we want to know which circuit or which switch here, there are 4 switches, can be open and still allow the parts to work. Alright, so we need all of these to work, the light bulbs, the buzzers, and the motors. So it needs to be a full circuit connecting to all of these, and there needs to be a pathway from this part of the battery, alright, this part of the battery right here, and this part of the battery. There needs to be a full path. If all of them are working, we could find a path here, all the way, all the way around, and it connects, sorry about that, and it connects to all the light bulbs, all the buzzers, and all of the motors. So that would work. Now, which 2 switches can be open and still allow all of the parts to work? When a switch is open, it means that that pathway is closed. It won't allow you to connect with any of the other motors or buzzers or light bulbs. So if we go this way and this switch is closed, this path is closed. We can't go here because we need a pathway from this part of the battery all the way to the other one. Alright? Let's start with the first answer choice. Answer choice F, switches 1 and 3. Okay, let's pretend like we take out switches 1 and switches 3. Alright? So if these are not available, will we still be able to go and have a complete circuit and connect to all of these? Let's check it out. So if we start here, we can get to the light bulb and then the buzzer, and then since switch 2 is working, we can go to this path, we can go to the motor, we can go to motor number 2, keep going to switch number 4, we can get to, it connects to this buzzer and this light bulb, and we can get all the way back to the battery, alright? So option F could work, alright? Now let's check the next option. Option G, switches 1 and 4. Okay, so we're going to take this out, and we're going to take this out. Is this going to work? So let's start on this end of the battery. We can go to the light bulb, alright, then we can go to the buzzer. We go to switch 2, we can get to the motor, and then switch 3, we could get to the buzzers here, and we can get to the motor, but there's no path to get back to the battery. We can't go this way because switch 1 is blocked, and we can't go this way because switch 4 is blocked. And due to the fact that we can't find a pathway from this part of the battery all the way to the other side of the battery, this answer choice is incorrect. Okay, now let's check the next answer choice. Answer choice H, switches 2 and 3. Alright, so let's do the same thing. So I'm going to X out these, alright, and see if we can find a pathway that connects them. Alright, let's start on this end. We can get to this light bulb, then this buzzer, but oh, look, switch 2 is blocking this pathway, so we can't go there. Alright, so if we go here, and then we go down to this light bulb, switch 1 is working, okay? And then we can get to the buzzers, but we can't actually, we can't go connect to the motors, right? Because switch 3 is blocked. We can't go this way. So even though we can go here, here, and come all the way back, we can't actually reach the motors, okay? So due to this fact, this answer choice is also going to be incorrect. So H is incorrect, okay? Wait, so let me just go here, and then we know this is incorrect, and we're going to check option J, 3 and 4. So let's cross out these. Alright, start from this end of the battery, okay? Then we can go this way, we can get to light bulb 1, we can get to buzzer 1, and then we can take the switch 2 pathway, we can get to motor 1, and then we can get to motor 2, but switch 4 is blocking the pathway back to the battery, right? So we can't do that. And switch 3 is blocking the pathway to the buzzers, so we can't get there either. And if we took this pathway, we wouldn't be able to get to the motors, and this path completely blocks the circuit from completing. And since we can't find a good path for this end of the battery to reach this end of the battery, we know that option choice J is incorrect, which leaves us with only one choice, option choice F. I'm going to take a little bit of time before I go to the last question. If anyone has any questions about these problems, please type it in the chat, okay? All right, looks like we have no current questions, so it's good that we're understanding these. So we're going to go on to the next and final problem. Okay, let's check it out. All right, so this is question 14 of the 2019 STAR. All right, so first step is to always highlight key information. The photograph shows a laser cutting a sheet of metal as the laser moves from one end of the metal to another. 4 groups of students each make a table of examples of the different types of energy involved in this process. Which of these tables is correct? Okay, so we have a laser cutting the sheet of metal here, and then we have 4 groups of students, each who created a table of the types of energies that may be involved in this process. And we have to find out about which table is correct. So let's start table by table and find out which one is correct. All right, starting with option F, mechanical. The laser moves across the metal. Okay, I could see that as mechanical energy because it's moving. All right, next. Light reflects off the metal. They're saying that's thermal energy. That is actually incorrect because that it would be light energy since the light is reflecting off the metal. So we're going to X that out. Next, it's saying sound energy. Sparks hit the floor. Okay, that could be a sound energy because it makes a sound. And then finally, it's saying the metal turns red. Okay, it could turn red, but that would not be light energy. That would actually be thermal energy. So these two are actually going to be switched. All right. So this choice is incorrect. All right. Now next we're going to look at option choice H. This one is saying mechanical energy is the laser produces a beam of light. Well, that's not mechanical energy. Again, that is light energy because it's producing light. So that is incorrect. See, make sure to read these key informations. They can be real dead giveaways here. So when it says light, that usually means it's going to be light energy. So that's incorrect. It's saying the temperature of the metal rises. That's thermal energy. The laser is part of a circuit, that is electrical energy. Pieces of metal hit the floor, that is sound energy. But because of this first one, that's incorrect. This answer choice would be incorrect. Let's check option choice G. Okay, so type of energy, mechanical. The laser produces sparks. Well, that's not an example of mechanical energy. That's actually an example of thermal energy because sparks are a form of heat. Next, it's saying that thermal energy, the laser is part of a circuit. Well, as we said before, that is electrical energy, so that is incorrect. Next, it's saying the light cuts the metal. That is also completely wrong. That actually doesn't really make sense. The laser is cutting the metal, which would actually be mechanical, and the sparks hit the floor, which could be sound. So G is incorrect. Last answer choice is answer choice J. It's saying that the laser moving across the metal is mechanical energy, which is correct. Okay. The laser produces sparks is thermal energy. That is also correct because sparks are a form of heat. The pieces of metal hitting the floor is sound energy. That is correct. They will make a sound. And lastly, the laser produces a beam of light. Again, what I was saying is these keywords are a dead giveaway. All right, light is light energy, and because of that, answer choice J is correct. So that is our final question of the day. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat so I can answer them. Also, we have two more upcoming live streams right after this. One of them is going to be on third grade math. The other one is on sixth grade math. So stay tuned. Those will be coming up shortly. You can visit our YouTube channel and check the timings on those. And yeah, so if you're interested, join those. We also just had a fifth grade math live stream just before this. If you wanted to watch that, go to our channel and you can rewatch that video. Uh, as of now, it does not look like there are there are any questions. So I think I'll end the stream now. Thank you for everyone for joining, and I'll see you next time. Stay tuned for our upcoming streams. Thank you.